signs you may be dealing with an individual that is possessed by the Jezebel spirit. Before I get into things, I just have a question for you viewers at home. Have you ever interacted with an individual possessed by the Jezebel spirit? Has your life been affected by the actions of an individual that is possessed by the Jezebel spirit? If so, comment down below. I'd love to hear about it. Signs you might be dealing with someone that is possessed by the Jezebel spirit. Now, this can be very hard to identify because these individuals try to come off very loving and peaceful and friendly and happy to everyone around them, because the number one most important thing to someone possessed by the Jezebel spirit is their reputation. And that is simply because they absolutely have no love for themselves. They're basically paired with the narcissist personality disorder, and they have no love for themselves. So what they do is they feed off of the energy and attention they get from other people. There are nice people out there that are just happy, but a number one sign of a Jezebel spirit possessed individual is that they seek validation from everyone around them, and their reputation is of the utmost importance. In 2015, I started working with a shaman woman from the Philippines that was possessed and is possessed by the Jezebel spirit. And this woman preached love and light, Jesus, Mother Mary, all this kind of stuff, right? But this is a woman that would slander my name, send me death spells, and just there was no limit to how far this woman would go to protect her reputation. You know, she knew that from the very first meeting, I could tell that this woman was fake, and she was also jealous of my path. And so anyone that's possessed by the Jezebel spirit, they're going to be nice to everyone. And as soon as someone can threaten their reputation and their character, there's going to be no end to how far they will go to slander that individual. Now, you basically just have to trust your gut. If someone's being overly friendly, overly nice to everyone, and you can sense that it's fake, that's a good sign they're possessed by the Jezebel spirit. Also, if someone is not involved in a person's life, however, they can't stop talking shit about them, there's usually a reason for it, and that's usually because they're trying to slander an individual's name that is capable of exposing them for who they truly are. You know, in the last 24 hours, my guides and angels made it aware that the reason why I had such a hard time with my publisher is because this woman is, you know, she stalks my social media, and as soon as she found out that I was going to be releasing my biography with them, you know, she's published multiple books with the same publisher, and since she was concerned that I was going to expose her, she actually called in to her connections and made up all these lies about me. And, you know, I'm finally able to put to rest why I received such horrible treatment. You know, every individual I worked with gave me attitude. I got scammed for my copyright. I got scammed for my logo. You know, they didn't pay me royalties. They wrote my write-up calling me a woman. They published the book with the title being spelt incorrectly. And I was just like, what is going on? Why am I receiving such horrible treatment from this publisher? And my guides and angels basically told me that because she was afraid that I would be exposing her for who she truly is in my book, even though I never named her, she had to protect her reputation by contacting individuals from the same publisher and basically just running my name through the mud. There basically is no ends to how far a person possessed by the Jezebel spirit will go. You know, this is a woman who started sending me death spells because I went to her in 2015, 1 year after attempting to leave this place, only to have Archangel Michael appear. And this woman became extremely jealous of my path. And she also knew that I could see that she was fake, despite, you know, fooling many people in the spiritual community. And this is a woman who knew that her death spells were returned and had her own son jump off a building. And because they're so mentally disabled, you know, here's a woman that because they seek sympathy, and they feed off of energy like leeches from other people. She wrote a book talking about the grief of losing her son to suicide, not telling anyone that she was the reason why her son committed suicide. Here's a woman that went to the Philippines and created this fake lie to all her followers, talking about how she almost drowned. They feed and they crave attention from other people. So if you notice individuals coming up with these fantasy stories about things to get energy and sympathy from other people, this is a good idea that they're possessed by the Jezebel spirit. What I've learned about these individuals is that as soon as you can identify an individual is possessed by the Jezebel spirit, it's best to cut any ties with them. And that means, common friends, the person themselves, anything you have to do to get them out of their lives, because there truly is no end to how far they will go to protect their reputation.